Like, babe, right here, just about to
He's
start the
like, look how cool I
podcast.
look.
Good job, babe.
Oh,
You
okay.
go.
Dang.
It's like, I'm wearing the hat you bought me.
He's like, I
You
mentioned
got it,
you on my
Ethan? We're all
live.
good? Everybody has it up?
Yeah, it's right here. That's why I have more light right here now.
Yeah.
Good. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and start.
Intro.
How did I used to do it? It was like this, Ethan? What is up, dudes? Welcome back to episode 39. I remember that. We're here and we have some great news. I'm sure you saw it on our live if you haven't, and you're tuning into our podcast episodes. We cracked 1,000 on YouTube, which is a great feat. We went live for it. It was pretty cool. We just want to thank everybody for the support. Honestly, we started this thing a long time ago, and it's transformed over the years. And we just, in a span of a month, it's exploded. Hey, pause. And I didn't say anything. Okay, and
That was like a half
You were thinking it.
joke.
half
Like,
joke. Okay, I
half,
think YouTube will be a little lenient on that side, right?
Yeah. So specifically, we're at 1,004 or 6 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's teetering. It's teetering. A reason being is that, our main community that actually likes our videos is going to stay here. It's going to fluctuate, which is fine. First and foremost, a little housekeeping before we move forward. We already welcomed Jessie to the crew. She's a mainstay here on the Paranormal Dudes. She's a dude. You're a dude. I'm a dude. We're all dudes.
I'm gonna
Hey.
stop shaving.
And I don't think we ever made like an
I'm gonna stop shaving.
And we never made this formal announcement, and we wanted to welcome, obviously, Oscar to the show
Woohoo.
as a mainstay
Yay.
as well.
Thank you.
We really didn't do that. He just like hopped on, and we're like, I guess he's here. Kind of like
But you know what, though? I have to say one thing, though, Oscar. And I was right about when I said in the live. Ever since you joined, for some reason, it's been like going up. And Sergio even like said it's kind of true. Like ever since you joined the podcast, it's like I feel like not just the content, but like everything else has been going like a lot better.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
Not the
saying.
kiss
Like,
ass.
I think it's just like no. I think it's just like, and watch it even grow more now that like Jesse's here. Like, it's just the, I don't want to say the passion. I guess like the seriousness of it is like when I said it, like when we were done with the 1K live. It's like when you bring people together that are really like focused about it, that energy is gonna do something. So I think that's a big part of it. But I'm excited to be here. Excited to keep riding the journey and making it a full-time thing. It'll be dope. So.
Yeah. Creating a community. And speaking of community, switching over real quick. Bienvenidos de México. Aquí estamos otra vez con episode 39. Now back to our regular
39, por
podcast.
favor.
39, come on.
Oh yeah, episode 39.
Episode
Episodio
39.
39.
Episodio 39.
Can you please suscribe, por favor, porque necesitamos agarrar unas clases de español.
Poco a poco.
You know, my classes just came in. So.
Hey,
Well,
Sergio.
poco a poco, ahí vamos. What's up?
I marked it. I heard something.
What did you already heard? You already here? We just started.
No, you know what's funny? Because I heard and my little square popped up, like
On
it
whose
like
end?
lit
Mine?
up. My
Yo,
end.
hold up. Look at what my phone just did. If you are in an emergency right now, and make sure you're safe. If you or someone is in an emergency situation, please reach out and call 911. And
Already?
it's like the Bixby thing that, like, brings up when you talk, like the Siri. I wasn't even touching my phone.
Well, things are already happening now. Anything happened to anybody here paranormal since the last pod?
Dude, literally nothing happens until I get on the damn podcast. Ever. I swear. Like, because I heard it, and even though I have my earphones, I heard like noise, and my square lit up. Like my mic picked it up, the noise. So
Okay, well,
I
if you
even
guys hear
marked it.
anything at all on my end, and it's not me, it's not coming from me, then it is something because no one's here. I'm here alone in my house.
Same here. It's just me.
Let's get right into our the topic. We're usually rambling on at the beginning of the show. We only did that a little bit. We're gonna streamline the show, as corny as that sounds. So everybody here kind of has what we're going to be discussing, and today's topic is obviously, I think it's 15 top, no 13 because it's not ironic whatsoever if it's 13, but it's the perfect number 13 for haunted or paranormal stuff. Haunted sets of movies, and this is right up our alley because usually stuff happens to us and we discuss a lot of The Conjuring and whatever other productions that we're going over, but this is going to be great. So number one of this list that we compiled, or I may have taken from a certain website, who knows? It's The Nun. Everybody here has seen The Nun, obviously. So this is how it goes. The Nun's director, Corin Hardy, claimed that he had his first supernatural experience while shooting the movie. The crew was shooting a scene in a 200-foot long black corridor filled with crosses in an actual underground Romanian fortress. He ducked into a pitch black cell to watch from the monitors and saw a room full of what he assumed to be local crew members sitting behind him, watching along as well. After the scene played out, he turned back to see their reaction. No one was there. Corin claims there was only one door to the room, and it was right in front of him. That is crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen The Nun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen the photos.
There's actual photos of it.
Well, the photos you put.
It's from the movie, no?
The photos you put, is that the corridor they're talking about?
It's towards the end of the movie, right? Like where they're
definitely. I mean, we could share it so that our audience can see it. Let's go ahead and do that.
But I feel like stuff like that is really it's true. Like, especially like, come on, dude, you're in a Roman like underground thing with so much stuff that happened there. Like
the gloves.
Hey, let's buy some gloves. Like,
oh, so this is the corridor here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not just that, but then I realize a lot of these movies, they use actual like biblical like demon names half the time.
Right.
True.
So like when they're using that shit, I mean, you're inviting things when you're making a legit movie about this demon. So it's like, how can you not experience shit?
What do you think, Jesse? Like, Ethan's right. Whenever, because they're using actual biblical names of certain demons or entities. Do you think it awakens anything or it calls out to these entities?
It definitely does. That's why even like us that we do this podcast, like I always do like a little blessing, like a protection before, because you never know. I mean, there's been lots of like podcasts or shows where creepy things have happened or they've gotten possessed by even stories that callers say.
Right.
Hey, could you share that prayer? Because
yeah, I agree, and it's In this particular case, he thought there was a bunch of people behind him, and they're part of the crew, and I don't even know how to gauge it. What type of entity would do that? Like replicating all those people, or if it was actually multiple ghosts behind him acting like they were crew. I wonder if they're. You think the ghosts were like putting, wrapping up,
I mean, if they were
wires.
helpful.
I mean, if you thought they were crew, yeah, sure.
I can certainly see how you could feel like all this energy behind you, for sure.
Right.
Hell yeah. Right. It's like the same thing when you feel something behind you or somebody's following you. It's the same thing.
True. Or like whenever we're doing this podcast, and I always feel like there's someone behind me back there,
right,
watching me do this podcast.
But there's not.
Yeah. Thanks, thanks for the affirmation, Jesse. Thank you so much.
only Tron's behind you, bro. That's just Tron right there.
Yeah, just Tron.
Just Tron.
Tron's watching over me as I do this. All right, that was number one. I don't know if we're supposed to do this as a countdown, but it's not really. We're just gonna go off of the top. They're not even top. It's just 13 horror movie sets that were haunted.
This next one's wild though. I was reading it, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Do you I'm sure everybody. What about the exorcism of Emily Rose? Everybody.
Oh, that one freaked me out.
That one's weird.
That one's creepy, and it's a good movie. I like that a lot. So, in this particular on this set, both Jennifer Carpenter, star of the exorcism of Emily Rose, and her co-star Laura Linney had paranormal experiences while working on the film. Jennifer revealed that she was woken up several times in the middle of the night by her radio turning on by itself, once blaring "Alive" by Pearl Jam. Yikes. I wouldn't want to know. No. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody that likes Pearl Jam, but not my cup of tea.
Not even the fact of the song. It just critiquing the damn band.
I don't care about the ghost playing it, but why do you choose that song?
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with that ghost? She said Laura had a similar experience, except for her, it was the TV. And unfortunately, and this is just a joke on my end, unfortunately, it was Alive by Pearl Jam on the television.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I mean, okay, let's be real. I think on all the exorcist movies that are out there, which there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There something always has to happen on that on those sets, especially because the majority of them, they don't even get down in the nitty gritty of, oh, it's this demon. It's usually just straight up Lucifer. It's the devil. It's Satan. Yeah. So for sure they're conjuring something on these sets.
Yeah.
I skimmed through this list. I kind of wanted to keep it relatively new to myself, so I didn't go into it fully. I'm sure The Exorcist is on this list because that one is wild. I think certain people on that set or that production, they've passed, they've died.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, creepy.
Can I go off topic for like 5 minutes? For like 5 minutes, really quick.
What's that?
You know how? Okay, well, kind of like with these movies and shows, they talk about demons or like try to replicate certain things. You don't think these people that do like these fake YouTube videos or TikToks pretending there's demons in the house doing these things could also conjure something because they're pretending something and like pretending something
like
bad.
Indirectly inviting something. I mean, like,
I
think so.
I think eventually something's gonna happen to these people where they're pretending something's bad. Like, oh my god, there's a demon in my house, and then some shit actually happens.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost offending them. Like, dude, like, and then something really happens. Like, let me show you that I'm real.
You think that's a good job? I'll show you a good job, motherfucker.
And then they actually see the cross turn upside down without a string, and they're like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah, exactly. And then they'll really be pissed. And then he won't wear the turtleneck anymore.
No, God.
Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3, we'll jump into it real quick. The Possession. Now this one is with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think I've seen this one. Maybe not. But in this one, Ethan, it's about the Dybbuk boxes.
Mm,
You
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that movie? Yes.
mhm.
So on this one, the unusual activity on the set of the possession didn't happen behind the scenes. It happened while the cameras were running and major scenes were being shot. According to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, activity ranged from things like exploding lights, an inexplicable cold wind in a room that had no drafts, to a mysterious fire that destroyed all the film's props and storage, including the fake Dybbuk they used while filming. To this day, none of them know what caused the fire, as there were no signs of electrical issues or arson. So, so really think about that. We had an episode prior about Dybbuk boxes, and just think of what these Dybbuk boxes really are. Now, imagine faking a Dybbuk box, okay, and putting it on a set. Oh, did I lose myself? Am I here? Yeah, I'm here.
No, you're good.
I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Did I lose
Now,
myself?
am I losing myself?
Is a divot box like a spirit box, or what is that?
No, it's a Jewish relic. I
Mhm.
forgot the whole. You know what? I'm just gonna do us a favor. I'll give you a rundown. So it's
Dibuk.
here we go. So Divot Box, Oscar. Divot Box is an antique wine cabinet claimed to be haunted by a Dybbuk, a concept from Jewish mythology. The box drew attention when it was auctioned off on eBay by owner Kevin Manis, who created a story featuring Jewish Holocaust survivors and paranormal claims as part of his eBay item description. So,
Mhm.
yeah, there's like a whole. I think Zach Bagans has a Dybbuk box in
He
his
has the
museum,
main
right?
divot box, I think,
The main one.
because there's multiple ones. I think there's 6 or
Why
8.
the hell would you want that?
Because he's crazy.
If you go to, I've been to the museum. If you see it, it's literally enclosed by like these like Jewish prayers, and it's like this like clear glass and like Jewish like prayers like written into it and stuff like
Hebrew,
that.
Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
No, thank
Yeah.
you.
And you feel weird. You feel weird when you go in there. Like you
Around
feel
it.
like a
An
heaviness in your
energy.
chest. Yeah.
Mhm.
So imagine that. And then you have a production company made a fake one. You don't think a Dybbuk would, I don't know, be upset by that? Or, it's just, I get it. It's for a movie and you're trying to entertain audiences and, generate cash. But at the same time, you're like treading muddy waters.
Oh yeah.
And it's just, that just freaks me out. I'm just imagining in my head being on that production and a fake Dybbuk box.
Yeah.
I think so, because even with the original one, when Zach Bagans had Post Malone go there and they opened it up for some fucking reason, I think the next week Post Malone was in that plane crash. His house got broken into at
Yeah, a lot of
gunpoint.
things were
Like
happening.
a bunch
Yeah.
of things were happening to him after that happened.
What an idiot.
That's wild.
Okay. Yeah, it is wild. Okay, so moving on to number 4. Number 4 is The Ring 2. I'm sure everybody has seen the Ring movies, or at least one of them.
Yeah.
So according to the Ring 2 director, Hideo Nakata, the film's crew had some real life unfortunate encounters that suspiciously mirrored things that happened in the movie. Hideo explained that in the film, water is used to symbolize someone's evil spirit. So it was especially creepy for him and the rest of the crew when their production office started flooding days after they started filming the movie. It was so bad that water was literally pouring out of the walls. What? How? Additionally, the set customer. What the? Okay, the set customer. Costumer, like a costume.
Costumer. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Additionally, the set costumer had an accident walking to set on the Universal lot where a 6-foot deer sprinted around the corner and right at her. Okay, going about 100 miles an hour. Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if she'd just been a few steps closer, she said it easily would have taken her down. In the film, there's a scene where Samara uses deer in an attempt to kill Rachel and Aiden. That's
I feel like a lot of the creepy stories I've heard, like of shit that goes down, especially like when they live in Mexico, a lot of the forms of the entities or demons, whatever, take form of like deers or pigs or horses.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, even like the I want to say the imagery as well. It's always a deer head for some odd reason. Especially
goats.
in some of the
goats too.
Yeah, goats.
Goats as well. A good example is there's a game that me and Ethan play, a video game. It's called Demonologist, and a lot of the imagery in it, where something creepy happens around it, is a deer head.
With a deer, yeah.
Super strange. So here's that scene. I'll make sure I mute that.
Rachel!
The deer.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Go, drive. Just don't stop the car.
It's like, bitch.
Oh my god.
Get down.
Oh my god.
You didn't think about that the first time the deer hit the car, you could just put your foot on the damn pedal and just go. I'm sorry.
Just got out of there. But
he told her to drive.
Yeah, he did.
He did. In that movie, am I wrong? The kid's possessed, right? Am I remembering that wrong? Do you guys remember the movie?
I don't remember that movie.
I want to believe it because that kid was like creepy. I remember that.
He looks pale.
Yes. Well, he's like, let's get out of here, the deers. And I don't know. Maybe that. Who knows? Either way, that's it. Analyzing, what we just discovered for that movie. I want to believe, if you're it goes hand in hand with what you said, Ethan. The YouTubers or social media people that fake all the paranormal experiences just for clicks and bait, clickbait, obviously. I really believe it has a mirroring effect. It has long-term effects, meaning that what you're faking is eventually going to happen because an entity is going to probably feel that energy and be like, all right, dude, let's do it. Same concept, like the turtleneck guy from last episode.
You're obsessed with the turtleneck.
I want to wear a turtleneck for one of the episodes.
For your birthday.
I want to send one for your Christmas and your birthday.
Wait, those they're not actual turtlenecks, they're just here. It's
the
just
one that the guy wears from
Big
that
Bang
movie?
Theory.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about the guy from that movie where the rats or with the mice, or he works for the IRS.
Oh,
Ratatouille. Is it Willard?
No.
IRS.
Oh yes, he works for the IRS, and the guy's he does taxidermy with little mice.
Oh, with Steve Carell.
Yes.
Steve Carell. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Carell.
I don't know why I said it like that. Yeah, Steve Carell. Steve Carell. It's called Dinner for Schmucks.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
He wears one of those? What are they called?
The guy, yes, when he's playing, he's an IRS, right? And he's like, where it has it's a turtleneck with just a thing right here.
Yeah.
But he wears it over his sweater.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis is the one that wears that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now I remember. Total tangent, but it always happens on this fucking show. Anyway, moving on to number 5 is, Jessie guessed it a little earlier, Poltergeist.
Oh.
So if you're not familiar with the whole Poltergeist backstory, Many believe that the set of the Poltergeist trilogy, which came out in the 1980s, was cursed, attributed to the long string of unfortunate circumstances that followed the cast and crew to the use of real human skeletons in the first film. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that they used real
Mm-hmm.
skeletons. Forgot about that.
What the fuck?
Um,
Is there a place where you can see who they used or not? Oh, that's not released.
I maybe I'm sure on the dark web or some nonsense like that.
Probably.
Neither the crew nor Joeth Williams, who was literally inside the pool with them, knew the skeletons were real and not, in fact, just props. Before the final film was released, 4 cast members died, including the young girl who played Carol Ann herself,
Mm-hmm.
Heather O'Rourke. A fifth was brutally murdered over a decade later, and one more narrowly escaped their own death. That is crazy. I thought it was just, I don't know, my mind slipping me, but I honestly believed that it was just because of the whole premise of the movie Poltergeist, and that was the reason why they were experiencing anything. I didn't. They were using real skeletons. Did you guys already know all that?
Nah,
Yes.
that's like
Yes,
disturbing, bro. Like
it is.
they're trying to rest.
Have you
That's
heard
wild.
anything like that before, Jess?
There was a house here in Calexico where that happened.
What were they?
Um,
What? What were they
my
doing with?
so one of my friends was actually building a pool in their
Mm-hmm.
house, and they lived right there, like on it was not Mary Avenue. It's like in those houses in front of San Diego State,
Uh-huh.
and they were building a pool. And when they were digging, they found like human remains.
That is
Damn.
crazy.
But they say that all that area is kind of like questionable because
Mm-hmm.
where the cemetery that where it is right now, it wasn't there before originally.
Mm.
It was in that area there, and a lot of weird stuff had happened there.
That's, you got anything, Ethan? What do you think?
I always thought like you was like, I mean, like the whole poltergeist thing. I didn't know it was about bones because I mean, I feel like anything with like human remains. I mean, it's like Oscar's right. It's something you gotta let them rest. Like why the fuck? My question is, who in the prop department thought that was a good idea?
I
Yeah,
know who
it's
signed off
fucking
on
real
this.
ass
They're,
bones.
they're already here. We might as well just use them. You
Jesus,
think they got royalties for?
that's a
Like
hell.
who had the connect?
Like
Like
that's
Yeah,
to
a
me, it's like
who's
who
like,
had
who
the
do they go
connect for
to?
that?
Like who what mob boss said, hey, dude, we need some skeletons. You got any
Illuminati.
out there in the deserts of Las Vegas?
I know, right? To me, it was freakier. Like when I was at part 2 where they used all like the Native American, like
Yes,
all
that
that
was
voodoo stuff. That
weird.
is like that was more realistic and creepy to me than a ghost popping out or something. Like that's more freaky to me.
Yeah, Ethan knows 2 things I will not do ever: voodoo
Native American
and
shit.
Native American stuff.
No,
Mm.
No thanks.
no.
Mm-mm.
None of it. Uh, Wendy's Winnebagos, no. Skinwalkers, no. I'm okay. All of that native stuff, I'm good,
No.
dude. Um,
Mm-mm.
will I go out there and explore it? Sure, but I won't, like, if I start hearing chanting or some weird, I'm
Oh,
gone.
I don't know.
Um, so it continues because this is like what the poltergeist in this list I think is one of the bigger ones because it was wild everything that was going on with this production. So continuing on it, the same year the first movie came out, Dominique Dune, the 22-year-old who played Dana, was strangled in her driveway by an abusive ex. Jesus.
Oh, the
Um,
sister. That's right.
yes. Julian Beck, who played Kane, died of cancer before the second film's release, and Will Sampson, who played Taylor, died at only 53 from
Post operation.
Post-operative kidney failure.
post-operative kidney failure. Thank you, Oscar. You help me there. Heather passed away at the age of 12 before the final film hit the big screen from a severe bowel obstruction. In 2009, dude, how many people? Lou Perryman, who played Pugsley, was murdered with an axe in his home by an ex-con who wanted to steal his car. What the dude?
There's more.
And then it continues. Richard Lawson, who played Ryan, was aboard U.S. Air Flight 405, which crashed after takeoff. Over half of the plane's passengers were killed by the crash, but Richard fortunately survived. While one technically can't attest to all these tragedies to the set's curse, there does seem to be quite a significant amount of death and destruction surrounding it and its crew. So much so that one cast member did an exorcism of the second movie set, trying to ease people's nerves. What?
Oh.
I didn't know about the exorcism thing. Did you, Ethan?
No.
Oh, did we lose Ethan?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm starting to feel weird. Like,
are you getting creeped out? Or are you
no,
getting,
like
Ethan, you could stay over here if you want. There's no one here.
I feel like a heaviness in my chest right now. It's weird. Like once he started talking about the Poltergeist, I started feeling weird.
It's the carne asada fries he had earlier. That's what it really is.
It's a chile, way. I told you not to put that habanero, bro. It's too spicy.
Exactly.
That sounds good.
Sounds bomb,
but like,
right?
all this stuff happens, right? There's 2 movies of this, or there's remakes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, there's one remake.
If I was an actor, and they tell me, "Hey, you want to be on the Poltergeist?" Like, research. Like, why would you want to do this movie again, or why would you want to be in the second one? Like,
yeah,
there's people that like that. They'll follow it. They'll do it.
Look at us.
See if they see.
Look at us. We're talking about this stuff. Stuff happens to us, but we're still here talking about it.
I don't like it happening to me, but it's like, like
it's interesting.
Yeah, like it's a fascination. But
so just to refresh your guys' memory and keep the thought in a visual sense, there's an actual video so that you can revisit that scene with the skeletons that we just
I think
mentioned.
I know which one it is.
All right, let me share my screen with you guys just so you're ready for it. Here it is.
Like
keep in mind, these are real skeletons.
I love this part.
Not this. Okay. I have one thing before you say what you're gonna say. These bodies are obviously decomposed, but they're not
old,
full skeletal. It's not just skeleton. There's still flesh on these things. Are these bodies fresh?
I'm hoping
not fresh.
I'm hoping the prop department added some shit. Like it's just like, the teeth obviously seem like they look like they just died like a month ago. First of all,
no, that's not like a month ago death. That's like 6 months ago death.
That's still recent,
but still,
it'll take forever. Still. I've heard.
I mean, they could have asked, like, can we use cadavers and dress them?
Can I say one thing though? The way she fell.
Let's put a suit on this one, and this one looks like it.
Take 4 teeth out of this one.
Really,
put a hat on it.
Really watching the clip though, the way she fell and the way she was sliding down, you can tell it was forced. Like the way she slid down into the water, like she was sliding, she was going like this, and then she like
movie magic.
Yeah,
but you know what, dude? Imagine being her. Okay, imagine being her. I don't know if she knew beforehand. From what it sounds like, she didn't.
Okay? Yeah.
Now imagine being her, and later finding out that those bodies were real.
I would throw up.
How would you feel?
I would throw up because knowing I went in the water and some water got in my mouth. Probably. Fuck that.
I would just throw up and come back and finish my scene.
I'll finish the scene. Just let me go throw up real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. That was a good. I don't know if I forgot that they use real skeletons or I didn't know, but it's like,
Well, it goes with the whole concept of the movie, right? So it makes it even creepier.
Hey, that's probably what the prop guy said. Is that, I mean, you wanted skeletons. This is it, baby. This is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes.
All this stuff though reminds me of like Final Destination. Like they all just like died after the movie, like
Right?
one by one.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a weird question for all of you. Okay, what type of entity do you think stalked the rest of the cast? Do you think it was I don't think it was a poltergeist.
No,
I don't think a poltergeist.
I don't think it was a demon
would do
either.
that.
I think, like kind of like Jesse said, maybe it was just bad energy from the shit they were doing. I don't think it was a demon either. I just think, and also it could just be the fact that like karma of just doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't think it was 100% paranormal. Just
An
like
entity.
yeah, like I think it was
Like something followed them home, and no.
Yeah.
I think part of it was karma because it's like they were kind of mocking, and then I mean I think that goes with any paranormal. If you're mocking something, there's going to be a bad karma on you. I think.
What about you, Jess? What do you think? Same thing as Ethan, or
Yeah.
slightly different? Yeah.
I mean, it has to be some type of evil energy or negative energy. But I don't think like someone possessed somebody and then they went to go kill, poor Pugsley.
Pugsley.
Isn't Pugsley from Addams Family?
Yes.
Yes.
No. That's what came to my mind. I haven't watched the old Poltergeist or the original. I don't want to say old, but the original Poltergeist.
You have to watch it. It's like we should have like a movie. We should all watch a movie and like
yeah, that'd be fun to have a movie night and watch it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll watch it like a mile away from you guys. I don't want that focus energy there.
Oh my god!
I mean, he's right though.
I'm saying here together.
Well, remember what would always happen to us, Sergio, in the old house in Redondo Beach? We would always watch Paranormal Activity, and that same night, stuff would happen to us like every single time.
Night.
And it wasn't like our heads playing with us. Like, no, we would hear walking and like knocking on walls. And
I mean, it's true. And Jesse, I don't know how you feel about Paranormal Activity, but out of everything I've ever seen in my life, aside from The Exorcist and Poltergeist, those movies, they fucked me up. Like
really?
I couldn't. Yes, and I think it was more of because the experiences I've had, not being able to see what's doing what, or like just certain things like that. And like the Yoo-hoo story as well. We couldn't see it. It was obviously it was there, but we couldn't see it. And it's the same concept. And I think it just reinvigorated all of those weird feelings I had about not being able to see what it is that's quote unquote terrorizing me. And essentially what those movies did to me, at least, I would take a shower and I would be like this and the soap's coming down and I wouldn't close my eyes and just burn the shit out of my eyes.
Oh my god.
I'm washing my face, bro. I'm like,
no. Seriously, like this, he's like,
and those movies did it, and I hadn't felt that way since, because every other movie I take it for face value and I'll be like, yeah, it was a good movie. It was scary, but it wasn't like it scared me to be able to do that to my eyes.
Freak you out, yeah.
Yeah, I guess before we move any further, because we're halfway through these movies, what did that to all of you? What was the one movie that did that to you for whatever period of time? It doesn't have to be for your whole life. Or
for sure, the possession of Emily Rose did that for me. I will not even watch that one again. Like Amy will watch it. Like, oh, let's watch it. I'm like, fuck that shit.
Like a yearly thing. Oh, it's time to watch it.
Well, because you know how we love like scary movies, right? It's very rare, like when something freaks me out or scares me. So I mean, like nothing. The only one that was kind of like okay was like when that movie Smile came out, like the first one.
Yeah.
But
it's the unsettling smile. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like unsettling, right? So I don't know, because most of the movies now, like, they start off pretty cool, and then like the special effects, it isn't just like, I know.
Yeah.
They get
It
very
ruins
cheesy.
it.
Like,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
see what you mean. Like with the Conjuring movies, the first one was like perfect, but then the second
Oh my
one,
god, The Conjuring did that too. It
yeah.
was creepy as
But I
hell.
feel like the second one they overdid it with like being extra on the second one when they went to Britain, when like
Yes.
the nun was like this, and then like the it was just, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah. Like, have you ever seen like old, like, I love it, like the scary, like the Japanese movies, or like the
Oh
Chinese
yes.
movies, or like the even the ones from Mexico, like
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
scary as. Those are freaky. Those I'm like, oh hell
Well,
no.
like the one, like kind of like I'll give you another example too. Like started with the Paranormal Activities movie. They started off like normal, like knocks here, yeah, the
They're
person gets pulled,
happy.
whatever. But then like
The family's happy.
no, and then they made a movie about, oh, now we can have a camera that sees the paranormal activity into
Oh,
that
yeah,
dimension,
that's right.
and this and that. And it's like it gets too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
just want
feel
to
like
know why in
with
some of these paranormal movies they bring in like a Mexican in like the third part.
I know. There was like
yeah.
No, that's true. Well, because they had
always.
the whole movie was, that one movie is about, the marked ones was about like full on Mexicans, like,
No.
Yeah.
She's talking about at the sister's house. It was the cleaning lady.
oh
Or
yeah,
the nanny.
Started
Yes.
blessing
And
the
they're like,
house. That's like,
what are we gonna do now? The next scene, she comes out and she's like saging and
saging
shit,
and
and everybody's
cleansing
like
the house.
laughing.
Yeah,
Siempre una curandera.
Yeah, I know.
Siempre.
It is.
yeah.
Siempre. All
I
right.
have a question for
And
you, Sergio, though,
sure.
on that paranormal activity. Like, do you think, or I guess it's for everybody, like, I think the scarier movies is not like the ones where it's like some like the Exorcist or like all these other where there's like a physical. Well, actually, a little bit different because that could that could actually happen. But I'm talking about maybe
Mhm.
like The Grudge, which that one for me was the one that kind of scarred me
Yeah,
as a
that
kid.
one that a
The
little
Grudge,
bit, yeah.
like the original Japanese one, like that shit
Oh, that was
was
good.
yeah.
that little kid. Um, but I think it's more because it's so it can like it's so like in the everyday setting. Like
Yeah.
it's a normal ass house. Like you can really like for me, every time I watch a scary movie, I'm like, why do they got the same fucking doors I have in my house? Like with the freaking four window pane thing, like the ones
Yeah.
behind Ethan. Like I have the
Oh,
same
Ethan's
closet
like,
doors. And then there's like on June 19th. It's like that's my birthday, yo. Like, nah, like it did not happen. I didn't see it. Like, nah.
on June
Like
19th
He's
specifically.
like, they have an American doll with a denim dress.
Oh.
Oh,
okay,
Oh
I'm just
no,
gonna
no,
bring
no,
it
no.
up
just
now.
say it.
Wait,
No,
wait.
now you
No,
have
no,
to
no,
say it.
no.
No, he has to say
Okay.
it. He has to say it.
All right.
No,
All right.
I'm just
Jesse,
saying.
Jesse, this freaked all of us out, okay?
What?
And it's gonna freak and it's not gonna freak you out, but it
Okay,
freaked us out.
so
Go
you
for it.
remember you said about the doll, right? You couldn't stop thinking about
Mm-hmm.
it. So after the show, last pod, I didn't see it. I saw it the day after, in the day, because I'm like, I'm not opening that fucking closet. Um, so you said, "Oh, I hope it doesn't have a floral dress," and I was like, "No, it has denim." I remember it had denim, but then I turned it around on the side, it has a floral pattern on the
Oh
side and on
hell
like
no.
the thing
Oh
with
hell
like a
no.
Chinese or Japanese like crop top type of thing. I don't know what it is,
But it has
but
floral on it, Jesse.
I know. That's why I
How?
told you.
And Ethan, before we started the pod, before you jumped on, actually, right now, he was like, "How did Jesse like even mention the floral part?"
It's because he's like, no, it has this, but I'm like, I keep seeing floral. Like, I swear to, like, I see floral, like something. And I was like,
so
Oh, this is
question on that,
great.
like when you say see, like can you elaborate on like are you closing your eyes? Is it in your mind? Is it a thought?
I'll
Is
wear
it
my eyes closed. I'm just kidding. No. I just like it's kind of I don't know. It's like an energy that I get right, and then like it'll just come to my brain. So
like flowers? Boom, and they're just like
like floral, yeah. So that's why I was like, okay, floral, but then you
Huele a
said denim,
daisies.
and I'm
Huele a
like,
daisies ahorita, ¿por qué? That's
¿quién
how she
tiene
got it.
tulips? ¿Quién tiene bugambilia? It's just like I don't know. I just like I think about it, not think about it, but like just as we're talking, and you're like, oh, this, I'll just it'll pop in my mind.
Yeah.
So that energy
or
gets translated through the gift,
it's just,
and it's
yeah, it's
like
just like it just comes to me.
Through her clairvoyance. That's what it is.
clairvoyance. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I feel weird. Like I'm
Oh
not.
no. What do you feel? What do you
I
feel?
feel
Ethan,
warm.
you're fine. You're fine.
Hi,
Just
he
take a
feels
deep
warm. He
breath.
took a shit
You're
in
on a
his
leather
pants.
shirt, leather
Leather shirt.
chair. You're heating up, bro. It's all
You're
good.
okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Hey, you're fine. 10 seconds from now, Ethan's gonna be like this.
It's because there's an energy around him, but it's not bad. It's just there. It's present, but it's nothing like because we're talking about. It's just like an energy that's there.
Is well, you said it's not bad energy. Okay. Is
Mm-mm.
that what
You
I'm
see like
feeling
that,
then?
like what do you see there? Like, do you see like thermal? Like,
What am I?
There's a
Night
the,
night
no, it's an incubus that comes up to Jesse's ear all soft and goes like this. You see my you're floral, baby. Yeah, baby, you feel floral.
it's just like it's kind of like a haze, I guess you could say.
okay,
But it's just like I'm picking up a lot on his energy because his like there's an energy everywhere. There's energy everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. There's an energy there, but it's nothing bad. But I'm picking up like on his energy because I'm saying he's like freaked out.
yeah.
Like
So he's
like
Oh, I
emitting. He's
see.
attracting. Are you kind of saying
oh
that?
yeah, I can feel his energy.
Like
Like
I feel uncomfortable right now. That's what I feel.
Hey,
yeah, but you
tengo
need to
que
chill out.
cagar.
Okay.
Yeah, go take a
Where's
shit.
your carnas, bro? You didn't cook that shit right, bro.
No, it's not that.
Ethan, you're fine. Just put on some cartoons and you'll be fine.
I
It's
don't
the
watch
it's the E.
cartoons anymore.
coli building up.
Okay, but when you were
Cartoons.
little and you would get scared and you would put on cartoons and that would help
Yeah, he
you,
would.
Yeah.
I
do
used to
that
sleep in a
now.
room with him. He would do that. Yes, he would.
Yeah, he would.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's the E. coli building up, bro. Don't worry.
The coli building up.
Weren't you just
That
sick? It's probably just that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah,
tienes chorro. You're
yeah.
fine.
Churros. Okay. It's gonna be cool because I'm gonna mash these together from last episode when she was like, "Hey, that floral. I hear floral."
Okay, excuse me. I don't talk like that. Thank you.
Sergio, please don't mock. You know, we just talked about mocking
I
this
know,
stuff.
dude.
I know.
Te voy a jalar
Well,
las patas.
I am
it's
full respect of anything. Okay,
well,
so
it's more
get this
of
food. I mean,
it's not. I'm not mocking the doll or the entity. I'm mocking
He's mocking
Jesse.
me. Yeah,
I'm
all right,
always
all right, all
mocking
right.
Jesse.
that's how I'm like.
Okay, this next one Ethan's gonna like a lot, and I think it's gonna
I
creep
already
Ethan
can
out
see.
even
I
more.
have it
Oh,
popped
hell
up
no! I
right here. I
just
can
scrolled and
see
saw
it. Yeah.
So both the Annabelle movie and its sequel, Annabelle Comes Home, had some really strange happenings. From onset injuries like light fixtures falling and nosebleeds that stopped after leaving the house to the Annabelle doll moving on its own. Ultimately, they chose to bless the film set. During the first film, director John R. Leonetti said that the first time the demon was in full makeup, he walked down a hallway when suddenly a giant glass light fixture, which an actor had been following, suddenly crashed down onto the actor's head. In the scene that they were about to film, the demon killed that character in that exact hallway. On set of the sequel, Madison Eisman claimed that whenever she'd run up the stairs past the Warrens' bedroom, the Annabelle doll would be in a different position in the room. Despite nobody going in the room, McKenna Grace also said that one of the first rehearsing in the house the crew had crafted, her nose suddenly started to pour blood. When she when she went outside to clean it, it suddenly stopped. She also claimed that one of the trailers had a strange power outage issue in which the lights wouldn't turn on or off despite crew resetting it, and there being no issues that could be detected. Yeah, everybody here is familiar with the real Annabelle doll. Ethan has his eyes closed because he's feeling something, or he's holding
I'm
his
trying to
poop.
breathe. I'm just trying to relax.
Oh,
Is he by himself or
Mm-hmm.
what?
yes, we both are.
I'm home
We
alone.
both are.
So why
Apparently
aren't you
not.
guys? Why aren't you guys together? I don't get it.
I don't know why Ethan doesn't come over here and we watch a movie or something.
Just eat
So
an almond roca, bro. You're good.
I went
Eat
to a
an
thrift
almond
store.
roca.
You haven't opened them, bro. They've been there for like 2 weeks.
They are open. I just haven't finished them.
I went to a thrift store on last weekend.
Mhm.
Here on Second Street, Old School, Main Street in El Centro.
Mhm.
And there's a store called Simply Home or something like that, but it's all kinds of vintage stuff. And I don't like to really go into vintage stores because I have to
Oh,
like
I see what you mean. I
it
see what you
makes me
mean.
it makes me tired. But anyways, my husband wanted to go, so we went. And this store had crazy shit. Like, I mean, they had crazy shit. And I'm going like they had clothes, vinyls, they had like patterns. Like, Sergio, when you come, I have to take you.
Okay.
Well, I turned the corner and there's a Raggedy Ann doll, and I was like, oh my
Oh
God, fuck this.
no.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm
Uh-uh.
gonna take a picture of this shit and send it to Sergio. And then I was like, fuck that. No, I'm not gonna
No.
take anything. I'm just gonna go away, say hi, thank you, see you later. I'm leaving. And I was like, no.
Anybody that's not familiar with Annabelle, the real Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll. Anybody that doesn't know that.
And then the worst part is that in the movies, if you look at it, they place Raggedy Ann dolls in the movie. So again, it's mocking the real Annabelle.
The real Annabelle doll. Well, I would say not the real Annabelle doll, the real demon that is attached to the doll. Ooh, okay. We
Little
might
thing
not
on
get
that
through this
though.
whole list. What happened?
Little thing on that though, because I know Jesse talked about going into antique stores. I've also felt like that before. So like when you said that, I'm like, dude, so I don't like going to I don't like going thrifting. I don't like going to like antique vintage places. And my wife is always like, oh, like thrifting, it's like a trend or whatever. I can't, dude. Like I just can't get, especially when it comes to furniture, like secondhand furniture, or like I'm not even talking about like, oh, like because I want to spend money or whatever. I just can't do, like I just feel like there's so much energy attached to things like that. And when I went to Old Town San Diego, there's, and also Slovene. I don't know if anybody's been to Slovene before,
I've been to Slovenia.
but there's a lot of vintage shops there with like little figurines and stuff. And I remember I just had to get out, dude. Like I was like, I can't be here. Like I don't know.
So this is my question for the both of you. When you're in these antique shops, because obviously what I'm gathering is there's things that might be attached to the whatever it is that's in the antique shop, whether it be furniture, clothes, or toys, or what have you. Is it just purely feeling and energy that you guys feel when you're in there, or is it more of you hear things or you see things?
Go
Me
ahead, Jesse.
personally, I don't hear anything. Like, there's nothing that says like whatever. It's more like just the energy and the feeling that I get. Like, I can literally, even a person, if someone introduces me to somebody, I'm like, oh, I don't want anything to do with them,
Right.
type of thing. But definitely, yes. When I walk into the thrift stores, like there's certain areas where I'll start feeling it, and I'll just turn around and walk the other way. Be like, okay, there's something there. I don't even want to know what it is. I don't even want to get close to it. Not because it's something bad, but it's obviously something negative, and I don't want to be near it.
Right.
Yeah, for me, it's like I go in there and I catch myself. Like I don't know if you guys ever catch yourself being like tense at times, and then you realize it, and then you like release, and you're like, oh shoot, I was tense that whole time. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
know. That's what I feel. Like I'm like on alert, and then I catch myself like kind of breathe out, and I'm like, what the heck? Like I was clenching, or I was like, but I think that the biggest thing that I feel is like I feel like, and I always talk about it, like I could feel the molecules. Like I don't know, dude. Like you ever been in the have
Like
you ever
around you?
ever been in the sauna before,
Yeah.
or
Yes.
like a steam room? That feeling
Mm-hmm.
is what I feel. Like where I'm just
Hot.
like not hot, where you can just feel the air. Like I don't know.
Have you ever tried? I bet you can read auras. Have you ever tried reading auras?
I can read people like, and I don't know if it's like auras. It's I do read a lot of books and like people skills. I'm always interacting with different people when it comes to like business and what I do. So I do pick up on like people's vibes, even like when they're like they're obviously like lying or like they have bad
Yeah.
intentions, and like I just know, like it's just like that gut
Hmm.
feeling of like, you know what, like they're not really like all about what they're saying, type of thing,
Yes.
you know. And I never really focused into it and like try to like test like, oh, am I right or wrong? But yeah, I can read people really easily. Like when it comes to like if they're in front of me and I'm interacting with them, I could read them and be like, all right, this type of person.
Yeah. Same for me.
And when you guys leave these places of business or antique stores, do you feel like a weight is off your shoulders and like a breath of fresh air kind of thing? Is that what happens to you guys?
Yes, it just depends. Sometimes, it just depends on how strong the energy is. Because I'll even get like stomach aches, or I'll just feel like, ugh, I don't know, like I ran a marathon kind of, and you like, so yeah, if you step out, it's not automatic. Like, oh, you step out, it's like it takes a while, at least for
Oh,
me.
I
Like,
see. I see. I see. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Um, I mean, going back on the whole Annabelle thing, it just makes complete sense. I don't think it needs further explanation. There's a real doll out there, and they're making a movie about it. I'm sure the actual demon that is attached to the real Annabelle doll wasn't quite happy with their depiction or iteration of the whole films whenever it is that they featured the doll. Um, so yeah, it's uh, a given that would happen. I mean, what else would you expect if there's an actual real doll out there that's possessed or attached by an actual demon? Um, so that was that. We're probably not going to make the entire list, so we'll condense it. We're almost at time, but we'll go over this last one. This last one is probably really good. It probably scared the living crap out of all of us when we first saw the movie. And it is, you guessed it, The Conjuring. Um,
mm,
unlike unlike on some other sets, the paranormal activity on set of The Conjuring seemed to be personal. While cast and crew reported that things like waking up every morning at 3 a.m. witching hour, well, 3:15 is witching hour, something that occurs in the movie, and feeling watched the most horrifying haunts happened to actors Vera Farmiga and Joey King. Vera allegedly found claw marks carved across her personal laptop while she was filming and didn't know how they got there. The very claw marks appeared on her thigh one day shortly after she wrapped up the film. Joey King, who played Christine, developed a rare, severe blood disorder while working on the film, seemingly out of the blue. It was so intense, she had to go into the hospital before and after filming to get her blood drawn and tested, and a high risk of internal bleeding. As Joey explained, like all the red
Platelets.
platelets, yeah, from my body were drained. They were just gone. However, after they finished. Wait, what? After she finished shooting the movie and made her way home, it all stopped. Joey has never had an issue with her blood again since.
Damn.
So everybody's familiar with The Conjuring. A lot of people love the movie. A lot of people are fans of the Conjuring series. Me and Ethan are fans. Even though I haven't seen the latest one because of the last few episodes, and I don't know. Do you guys think that all these movies, all these production companies, when they're putting the storyboard together, when they're writing the films, At any point, do you think there's anybody down the line, doesn't matter what level, does someone think maybe this isn't a good idea? Someone could get affected by it. Do you think? Do you think anybody at all? Not necessarily anybody outside of the production company. I'm saying internally only.
Yeah, I feel like people do is just that, and it's like that everywhere, right? Being that first person to speak up and say it. And I'm sure a lot of people want to, but they're just like, I don't want to be the first one, you know? And then obviously jobs are at stake, right?
Of
So
course.
they also don't want to lose their
They want
job
the
based
money.
on, you know,
Yeah, they want
yeah,
the
all
money.
that. Which, if you think about it, like it's all kind of an evil production, like from mocking and trying to replicate to doing it for money. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just all like not good. And then all
All
the stuff
around.
we hear
Yeah.
about Hollywood and everything, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Jess?
I mean, I think the same. There's definitely somebody, but they don't care. They're just like, we're gonna make money. We're gonna do it. I mean, if I knew somebody that was an actor and it was something like that, I'd probably be like, why would you mess with that? Like, no. Regardless of how much money you're okay, I'm gonna be rich, but I'm gonna be fucking haunted and
I'm
possibly
going
like,
to be
no.
haunted for the rest of my life.
Yeah, like
that.
no, thank you.
What do you think, Ethan?
It's like I can't even think right now.
This are you okay then? Did somebody
Are
give you
you right there?
something?
No, it's like I just feel like there's something over here, like in the far end of my room, because there's when it. Hold on.
Let him gather his thoughts.
No, it's just like I feel weak and I feel like kind of like pressure on my chest and like kind of like weird. Like when I forgot someone was talking, I'm blanking out because someone was talking about something during the Conjuring thing, and I don't know if you noticed I was going like this because when I was looking at the screens, I have two screens. I was looking, and then like I have my TV right here, and I could have sworn I saw like something move on the screen, and it made me turn my head more than once. And I just feel weird.
It's
I
your
don't
cartoons, bro.
It's your cartoons.
Put your cartoons on.
Ratatouille.
like. I feel short. I feel like a shortness of breath right now. That's what I feel like.
Really?
And just relax. You're fine.
You have water with you right? You should
Yeah.
have some water.
Yeah, just drink some water and tell it to cleanse you of all negative energy.
I feel okay.
Go get an egg.
An egg?
Yeah, cook it scrambled and then put it in a sandwich.
So stupid, Sergio.
He's like, and bring it to me.
Bring it on over.
Baboso.
All right. Well, I mean, we could table the rest of this list because some of these are very interesting, and obviously, the number 13, coincidentally, is probably my favorite. It's The Exorcist. They go over that. I think we could just skip it to The Exorcist to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
And then we could go video time. So skipping all the way to 13, maybe we'll do like an excerpt video later and to wrap up what the other ones are, if you guys are really interested in all that, our watchers or listeners. But number 13, finally, The Exorcist is one of the most well-known, potentially cursed movie sets. A long list of unfortunate occurrences happened while the movie was filming, from severe injuries to fires to a literal murder. The first occurrence happened before filming had even begun. See, and that ties back into what I said about the writing process and storyboarding for a movie and things happening or people realizing, is this good? Like, should we continue doing this? And they did it anyway, obviously. And yeah, the set of the McNeil home, which was all ready to go for filming, burned down unexpectedly. The only room that survived was a room that belonged to Reagan, which that's where the possessed girl was.
Yeah.
The crew had to rebuild the set, which took 6 weeks to do, Further delays to filming occurred when two cast members, I'm sorry, Max von Sydow, Father Lancaster Marin, and Linda Blair Reagan lost close family members. Wild. So yeah, it's a laundry list of things that happen on The Exorcist. If you're not familiar with it, do yourself a favor, go look into it. I'm sure there's YouTube videos on it, and I'm sure there's long, drawn out documents of everything that happened on the set. And I guess obviously a lot of things happened to Linda Blair, where like her lower back, and she just didn't have a great time during filming, and I don't know as much after, because the sequels are kind of cheesy, honestly, for Exorcist. You can't beat the first one. The first one was wild to me. I guess to wrap it up, I would just ask you guys your overall experiences with The Exorcist from the first time you saw it to seeing it again and wanting to watch it again in the future. And I'll let Jessie go first.
Well, I think the first time I saw it was I was probably like 12 or something. My sisters put it on. They had like a sleepover, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I don't know. I feel like it didn't really freak me out until I watched it like as an adult, and I feel that's when it really freaked me out. And then my husband, like, I can't even say the name because he watched it when he was little, or not little, like in his like teens, and he will not even like I'll be channel surfing, like, and I'll be like I'll go over The Exorcist, like on Prime or something. He'll be like, "Stop fucking around, stop fucking." And I'll be like, okay. But like, yeah, I think it freaked me out definitely. I feel like as I've gotten older, and I don't know if it's because I have kids or what, like a lot of these movies that didn't freak me out before, they freak me out now for sure.
And you think it's because you have more knowledge when it comes to paranormal stuff and just really understanding it
Yeah,
now?
I think it's something with that, and then just like I'm more open to myself, right? Like to things that I have or see or feel, and I know like what could happen, and then kids, my kids are like indigo babies, and they see all kinds of shit and say all
Yes, they
kinds
are.
of things like um off topic real quick. My son was like, "Can we call my grandma Esther?" And I was like, "Who?" "My grandma Esther. Can we call her?" And I'll be like, "When did you talk to her?" "I talked to her on Friday." And I was like, "Okay." So of course, like things like that, like I really am careful with the energy and stuff that I bring into the house and who I have around them. So I mean,
Makes sense. Makes total
yeah,
sense.
heck no, I'm not gonna mess with that.
That's a big impact uh,
Yeah.
for this
Mhm.
movie. So, needless to say, you're not going to watch it anytime soon if your husband
I
is
mean,
around.
like I'll watch it if everybody wants to watch it, but I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, come on, guys, let's all watch it." Like, no.
Family movie night. Ethan?
Um, I wouldn't say it scared me. I maybe it's because I grew up watching Paranormal Activity and like these special effects and stuff like that. It didn't scare me because like a part of it, you know how like okay, it's like watching the old Star Wars compared to like the new Star Wars. You see
Yeah,
the
I get it.
cheesiness, so it's like I mean
Yeah.
there are certain
Mhm.
aspects I think it does scare me, like when you first see the demon or the devil. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But like when she gets possessed and stuff, it kind of when she's going like this and then like stabbing herself with the cross, it made me laugh.
'Cause you're a pervert.
No,
Ethan's like, do you think it felt good for her?
no.
Oh,
Oh, just letting you know, Jesse, I did a little prayer when I was like this. I do feel a
Mhm.
little better, but I still feel like not as like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
marked
do
that.
protection.
Would you mark the whole me going like this?
No, when you were like deep in
Well, dude,
prayer.
because like I was going.
Oh,
Like,
you marked it when he was praying? Oh, okay, good.
I was
Right
like
when it
this,
ends,
and
right
I
when it
like I
ended,
don't know if you
right?
saw it. I was like this, and I was like saying I was saying a prayer because I was like not feeling like right there. I
I'm gonna put
felt
it in. I'm gonna put a title over it. Ethan is praying, and it's gonna
because like
flash.
in that moment I felt like my heart was going too fast. Like I felt weird, so I needed to.
It's because it's not necessarily like something negative. Like if there's an energy there, you're gonna feel
Yeah.
it. It doesn't always mean it's bad, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Right,
I think I'm just
right.
reacting to something. That's what I feel like right now. And
And if you're not used to it, yeah.
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 Hey,
For
that's
me on The Exorcist, though, I haven't seen the old ones, originals.
really.
Hmm.
I've seen clips of
What?
them. Like I've
Oh,
seen like little
dude,
clips, but I seen the remake.
Watch it tonight.
dude.
No,
You got
I
yeah.
that movie, like The Omen, all that stuff. Nah, I'm good. I watch that maybe during the day, but nah. My
During the
wife is the
day
one
with
that
my
likes all that.
Cheerios, my Honey Nut Cheerios, I'll be fine.
Yeah, no, my wife likes all that, bro. She'll watch like The Conjuring in the dark or something. Like, nah, dude, I can't do all
That's
that.
my yeah.
I want Ethan to come over here so we could watch the latest Conjuring movie.
I'm
But
surprised you haven't seen it yet.
I maybe I have. I guess
I
we'll
swear
see
to God,
when
if we start watching 10 minutes in, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this movie. I'm like, shut the fuck
Pinche señor.
I know, senor.
I'm surprised that Insidious didn't make it on that list.
It. I gotta remember. I didn't go through the whole list.
I'll say they
No,
did.
Because we're
I read all of it. It's not on there.
Oh, it's not on
It's
there.
because
Okay.
instead of
Cause
making fun of a demon, they made fun of Darth Maul because the devil, the demon was like
pretty
Darth Maul
much,
for some
yeah.
reason.
I maybe think maybe nothing happened on there because uh it's not correlated or related to something that's real. I
Well,
guess.
kind of.
Maybe.
Purgatory is considered like a little thing, I guess, but that's like a they really don't talk about it in the Bible, so it's kind of like a
Well,
myth.
yeah. Well, they don't like in the in the movie. They don't really
It's like a
reference.
creepy. Don't they just see like a creepy little man in the window when he's singing Tiny Tim or
Yeah,
something?
basically.
No, but eventually, like they do show the
Yeah,
devil.
Yeah, and he looks like Darth Maul from Star
That's
Wars.
like the final boss. Yeah,
The
and he
final
captures
boss.
kids in cages, and
Don't they go to like his house or something like that? Some
yeah,
weird shit like
it's like
that.
Willy
well, yeah,
Wonka
because they go
looking.
into purgatory, so they like they. I think he's like in his own house, but like
He's in calzones.
Yeah, he is in calzones.
Yes, he's like getting ready and like he's like sharpening his
his
nails or
His
something.
key.
I
He's
yeah.
don't
like,
know what
oh,
he's
we're
doing.
gonna go. Let's go haunt some people. Let me put on my good chonies for this one.
I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street scared me more than the.
Yeah, Insidious didn't really do much for me in terms of getting me scared.
Well, that's the thing when people say like, "Oh, my favorite horror paranormal, favorite horror movie is like this," and I say, "Well, I like the paranormal ones because it's more scary." But then people are like, "Oh, but I like Freddy or like or Jason." I was like, "Well, those are thrasher movies, so it's like you can't really compare that
Yeah,
to like
They're not. They're not
a
really
Poltergeist because it's two different
just-
things." I feel like
You want to know what those movies are for? And
it's just scary you.
Anybody can refute this if they want. I don't care, but check it out. Those movies are made by some dude that wants to implement some kind of soft porn into
That's what,
a
yeah.
thrasher movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
it is. Because there's always a scene in those thrasher movies. There's like soft porn going on, and that's like it goes on for way too long. They're like, what are we watching? Right
Yeah,
now?
some girls just like showing her tits. Like, huh?
Be-
Like, topless.
Before we go into the videos, I just say
Oh
want
my
to say
God.
one thing about thrasher movies. I always feel like thrasher movies are always like they're upscale B movies of those characters because like
yeah,
who thinks of a doll named Chucky who kills people? And because you really look at it, it's like if it wasn't backed by Universal or these people that can put millions of dollars in it, it's a B movie. It literally is a
Yeah,
fucking B
for
movie
sure.
at that point.
So you're right. All right, so we're at time. We're gonna go through not a lot of videos, but it's video time, and I have a few Jessie sent me. Actually, a bunch of people sent me a bunch of videos lately. People that aren't even on the show. Which thank you so much for sending me the content. Shout out to Buddy Manuel and a couple of people. If I forgot you, I'm totally sorry. And and I'll remember to bring you up on the next one. Alrighty, we have. So okay, I saw this video. I think Jessie even sent me this shit. We both saw it maybe at the same time. So this girl is on a date with another dude. He just started recording her. Check this out. Let me know if you can hear this.
Okay.
Yeah. Try this place so long.
No, yeah, that's a great so spot. Good. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What the?
That you do? Oh, I'm an accountant.
No, I mean like the weird voice thing.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm possessed.
Sorry.
Is that a problem? I swear to God.
Is that a problem?
That's fine. Yo. What?
Sorry. What did you order?
Bro.
It's like if dating isn't hard enough.
I know.
Damn.
I know. Now I gotta deal with this fucking demon too.
For real. I mean, that second part looked really edited. I don't know, like the whole.
Oh, the glitching, the glitching.
Yeah,
part. They could have added that. They could have added that for sure, just for effect.
This kind of goes back to our 3 episodes ago, like of people faking for clout. Like I don't know. I don't really buy that one, but
it's just weird. She's good at it. Maybe she has Tourette's, like that new Tourette's show that's going around.
Wind it up.
Yeah.
Is it good? I want to see it.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's see what else we got here.
So you see the guy that's going in there? Yeah. Just watch right here.
Whoa.
And
what the?
Like, God.
Wait, didn't he walk in already?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he walked in, but did you see look? Something's moving right here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
did something throw him out?
Yeah, well, you saw the orb fly forward, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so these other two, and then we'll do a funny one so everybody can be a little lighthearted at the end of this crazy episode that we had. So these look, they found this weird thing in these caves. It looks like a dinosaur. I don't know what it is. Check it out.
Why they put that music?
Dramatic, I guess. See that?
Oh, it looks scared.
It's moving.
Yeah.
It blinks.
Oh.
That looks like the dinosaur from the dinosaur Disney movie. Remember that?
Yes.
It is so cute.
So I have a crap ton of videos, and we're obviously not going to get through a lot of them. But so anybody that knows, the jinn is very synonymous when it comes to the Middle East. So check this out. I can't even explain this. Look at that.
خذه في باطن هذا البئر خذه اي نزل يا عمي قول يا رب شفت كيف طلع يديه شفت كيف شفت
You hear that?
قول يا رب
Is he Habibi?
فيش خوف يعني قول يا رب شايف الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حسنا كعيان حسنا خذه في باطن هذا البئر خذه اي نزل يا عمي قول يا رب شفت كيف طلع يديه شفت كيف شفت
That's crazy. You hear the demon, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay. No more scare. Like, I feel like this episode is heavy.
Yes, please.
I have 2 funny videos. One was given to me by Jessie. She said that she's going to try this on someone. Not going to name the name. This shit's actually funny as hell. All right.
Oh my god.
Did you see the little kid?
She
Fuck.
threw the
She did
kid
throw the
like
kid.
all
Oh, you.
crazy.
But did you see the little kid after the mom got scared though? Look,
He ran to the door.
yeah, look, but look, just look. Only fixate on the kid, even though she like tosses the kid like a bag of potatoes. Look how she throws a kid, poor kid.
Ugh.
Oh, just look at the kid. Look at the kid.
Dude, that video. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was great. What? Okay. Once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching our episodes, subscribing. We want to thank everybody for all the support for our road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for Jessie for joining the crew. She's really busy with her kids and her life, but she carves out some time for the Paranormal Dudes. Very, very gracious of that. Ethan, thank you for being here, even though it looks like you're dying.
Boy got heartburn, chorro, all
I
types of
wish it
shit
was
going
that
on,
Oh
right
bro.
my
now.
gosh.
And Oscar, obviously, thank you for being here, man. It was always a blast. We will catch you guys on the next episode. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. Be a part of the
Nos vemos, mi
Paranormal Dudes.
gente.
Nos vemos. Muchas gracias. Adios.
Bye bye.